What it is, man. Detroit versus everybody, man. Detroit, we rep the hardest, man. We gain the hardest. You know what it is, man. Detroit, CJ, holla at your boy when we get home.
Most exciting man in boxing. Exciting man in boxing. Led the Flair Cops. Shout out to Goodfellas Sports TV.
Yo, this is Deontay the Bronx Bummer Wild, the WBC heavyweight champion of the world. And I'd like to give a big shout out to CJ Goodfellas Sports TV. Bomb Squad, baby.
Man, we're here, man. 122 pounds and 10 to 5, man. Watch the Goodfellas Sports TV, bro.
All right, man, let's talk about Gary Russell. He said he want to fight 3 times a year, calls out Leo Center Cruz again. Then also he says he wants Stanky Tank Davis, but let's start off with him wanting to fight 3 times this year. Check out the Boxing News playlist if you don't know. Now you about to know Gary Russell fights Saturday versus Mark Maxo. Now you probably say I haven't ever seen Mark Maxo fight. Well, he was actually on the undercard of Manny Pacquiao and Ordenis Ugas. He fought Seja, who was coming off a little bit of a layoff, but you know, Seja was winning. I think he was up like 83, 86 on 2 cards, and he was up like a little bit more on another card. And then Mark Maxo landed the here comes the boom, you know, boom shaka laka laka. Remember that shit on the NBA Jam? So he landed the boom shaka laka laka and knocked out Seja with 1 punch. He's a big guy. Made Sean Porter look hella small. I just never could find that the other photo of Mark Maxo and Sean Porter, but he makes Sean Porter look small, height and and girth. You know, and obviously Sean could have been cutting weight for a fight or whatever the situation may be, but yeah, you know, so Gary Russell said, you know, he wants to Tank. Well, I'm gonna start off with that one. We can start off with Tank. Forget it. After Mark Maxwell fight. So he said, quote, Gary Russell wants Gervonta. Cool. I would like to fight Gervonta. Gary Russell said to the Zone News. I think he has a bigger name with a bigger platform and much bigger presence because of his promoter, Floyd Mayweather. He went on to say, quote, let's not get it twisted. Russell continued, it's not because of Gervonta, it's because of Floyd. I think he has a bigger platform. He has more reach. So that would be one of the fights that we definitely want. He said Gary Russell returns to the ring. Quote, Gary Russell returns to the ring this weekend for his annual title defense. Has been a featherweight champion since 2015 when he beat Johnny Gonzalez, but he's only defended the belt 5 times since then and has not been in the ring since 2020, said Mannix on Jabs on the Zone. Russell says he wants to fight multiple times in 2022, but a 33-year-old is it too late for Russell to live up to his potential, you know. He says, quote, no, it's well, he said, is it too late to live up Russell realized potential? No, it's not too late for him to live up to his potential. So this is their opinion. So I mean, at the end of the day, bro, you know, they say you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Obviously there's exceptions for that rule. Yeah, so it's exceptions to that rule. And I said before, you know, Kobe 2K fan came on yesterday and said that it might be too late for him to fight 2 or 3 times or 3 times a year because his body might start breaking down. But I know an actual fight and staying in the gym is different. But I think if he stay in the gym, he said he ain't took 2 months off since he was since he was an adolescent, since he was a child. So I don't think it's too late, bro. But you know, with his hands, that might be the case. You know, Metro came on and said the reason he down there in the DMV area, he said the reason he don't fight is because he want too much money for the fights. And, you know, Al ain't willing to pay what he paid. And then once you look at it, bro, you know, once you look at it, yeah, he was very active in the beginning of his career, bro. And that's a fact. Cause I remember watching him showcase. Very excited. All my homeboys was really excited about because he was on ESPN Friday Night Fights. They were really excited about Demetrius Andrade, bro. And for him not to capitalize when you have people who don't watch boxing, who are super casual, for Andrade not to capitalize off of that momentum, that's crazy. Same thing for Gary Russell. He had a lot of momentum. Look at this. In 2009, he fought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, 6 times, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 13 fights right there between 09 and 10. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 19. Come on. And then after 2011, Conley started fighting twice, 2 times a year, 3 times a year. You know what I'm saying? So kind of when that Lomachenko fight happened, wherever it is, right here, kind of when he started to slow down. Like even right before he had 2 fights with 14, 3 fights with 14. So that was his last hurrah. This was his last hurrah. That was his last hurrah, man. And you know, but you know, he should be more active, but then you gotta take your demands down, bro. If you're gonna be active, you gotta probably be willing to be on the undercard or a co-feature, you know, willing to probably be on some pay-per-view cards and stuff of that nature. But you know, if he ain't, you know, fans been saying this stuff for years, and if he ain't, how can I say it? If he ain't been felt the urgency, for the last 5 years, then why are we gonna be urgent? Now he's just saying that for the fans to hear what they want to hear. That's an honest opinion right there, man. He's just saying that because that's what y'all want to hear. You're gonna get in there, it's gonna be the same thing. You want a whole bunch of money. If I'm Al, if somebody else giving him money, he can work on a fight-by-fight basis then. You know, because you know, they Metro said he got the reason he with Al Heyman is because his father has a relationship with Al Heyman. That's why he over there. Now somebody said that what's my old boy name? The dude that was on that be coming on Coach Malachi channel. Rick Glasser say they tried to warn him about not going to sign over there, but his dad had a relationship with Al. When Gary Russell go back there, I can see that being true. When he asking for too much money and they just shelving him. Now, if he had more than one belt, it should be interesting. It really would. It'd be very interesting because he would have to defend both belts. So you have to see him at least fight 2 times a year. If he had three times a year, you know, 2 or 3 times a year. So at the end of the day, man, it's too late. And then you notice these PBC fighters don't even have no ambitions on moving up and conquering divisions. He talk about jumping weight classes. He talk about moving up. It's only for somebody that excite him. That sounds like crap. And I like Gary Russell. That sounds like malarkey, bro. That sounds like malarkey. That sounds like you just picking the weakest link, or you picking the guy that's best for your skill set. You know. But you fumbled this, bro. And you know, your number is your number. And he ain't, and if that's true, he ain't willing to move off his number. I respect it. But your career down the drain, you was on, you know, and he also said that in the interview he did with Seconds Out. I think it was Seconds Out, but it wasn't Radio Ryan giving an interview to somebody else. He said that he really cared more about being an Olympian. You know, he didn't get a chance to medal because he got sick at the Olympics. So he don't keep, like, there we go again, bro. We got a fighter that don't care about professional boxing. And you can see it, bro. You can see it, man. Even without him saying that, you can see he one of them dudes that don't care. He don't really care about boxing. You can see it, bro. I really care. I really care more about being an Olympian. He said it. But as far as him fighting Tank, bro, we already know that's not gonna happen, bro. You can pull up on Tank and smack him dead, and him and Mayweather in his face. They're not gonna fight you. You know, and that's who you want to fight. He right. Tank got a big platform because of Floyd. You know, Tank brings something to the table too. He brings knockouts. And the crazy thing, the majority of boxing fans would favor Tank heavily to beat Gary Russell. So you know what this is about, man. Floyd don't really believe in fighting black fighters. I've been telling y'all that. Floyd, lawsuit that in the press, the press release they did with New York Post, and they sent to some of the publications. It quoted Floyd saying that Bob Arum don't believe, I'm paraphrasing, only Latino saying believe in a brother, but you turn around and all your paydays is versus Latinos. Oscar De La Hoya, he did fight Berto. Okay, that was over a photographer woman. They did fight he did fight Shane Mosley. That was a money fight. They tried to fight back at lightweight. Shane jumped up 2-weight class to fight Oscar. Beat Oscar, I believe, right? I think he beat him twice. But yeah, he don't really believe in fighting black fighters. It ain't that he look at Tank that can't beat Gary Russell. He don't believe in giving the brothers an opportunity. He didn't give Thurman an opportunity. He didn't give Devin Alexander, he was a champion, the opportunity. Thurman, he was the mandatory. Earl Spencer, an opportunity. He projected on what he believed, his fear of is about black fighters when he used Earl Spence as a bodyguard against Keith Thurman. He projected his fear. He was scared to Keith Thurman. Oh, you go fight a 15-0 or fresh professional Earl, because he was scared, bro. Floyd already know, man. He get in there with black fighters, he gonna look ordinary. He gonna look pedestrian. People not gonna say TB. He can't say GOAT. Ali fought the brothers, no matter if they hit hard, shavers, they was the boogeyman and Sonny Liston, or if it was George Foreman, if it was Larry Holmes, old in his career, if it was old, his last fight with Trevor Berbick, throughout his career, Muhammad Ali fought the brothers. Sugar Ray Robinson fought them all. Mayweather did not, and Mayweather's not gonna let Tank fight black fighters, bro. He wouldn't let him fight Tevin fucking Sweet Pea Farmer. And now Ryan Garcia is allegedly or reportedly about to fight Sweet Pea Tevin Farmer. Remember, to me, like, talking about Tank is like, man, it's just to calm down to when he overlook an opponent or he gonna get picked, their match record gonna go wrong. He gonna get his ass whooped. That's what's gonna happen. They ain't gonna let him step up and fight an old Lomachenko. They're not gonna let him fight none of them dudes, man. They gonna keep losing money, acting like they getting money. And one day either he gonna leave or somebody gonna match make him tough, or he gonna get his ass. They gonna pick the wrong guy and he gonna whoop Tank butt. But he says Gary Russell is very possible to see me fight 3 times in a year. Okay, so he says that he said because he'll battle Max on the first month of this year, Russell's optimistic that he'll be much more active in 2020. So 2022, because he ain't fought in like 2 years. He says I always miss the first character. I don't know why. He says it's very possible that you can see me 3 times in a year as long as we have a willing opponent, someone that's willing to actually compete. Russell stated during a press conference Thursday at the Music Room inside the Borgata Casino, Hotel Casino Spa. Quote, like I said, I'm willing to move up and fluctuate my weight. I just refuse to relinquish or vacate my title to move up and stand in line. If I'm going to move up and wait, let me move up and compete against another champion. That's it. That's all. So he says, regardless, he doesn't want another long layoff after his fight, after he fights Maxwell in the main event of Showtime Championship Boxing triple header. He said, quote, man, God willing, Russell said in reference to fighting at least twice in 2022. It's always up to God, man. I think we got a good chance at it, though. We're competing in the first month of the year, so God willing, we get through this match injury-free. Like I said, I got a slight injury right now, but no complaints, no whining, no itching, no moaning. We get it from the mud anyway. We're going to give it our best, and if we get through this fight, I think we should be able to swing back and come midsummer. That'll be our second bout in this year. Then we should be able to also finish the year strong too. So, man, make this happen, bro. Come on, make this happen, Al Heyman. This dude, Leo Santa Cruz. What do you got the game with Leo Santa? Why you can't throw him in there with Leo in the summertime, or make the fight and they fight at the end of the year? This just don't make no sense, bro. Why you can't call a Top Rank and make the unification with Navete? I'd be down to do that because I think Navete might whoop Gary Russell. Kiko Martinez got a running back. Was it Warrington or whatever it is? So, I mean, if I had to lay out the year for Gary Russell, bro, Maxo, that's fine. I don't have an issue with it. It's a mandatory. But at the end of the year, bro, it's the middle of the year, depending on what Kiko Martinez fight. We already beat Kiko Martinez, but it'd be a unification bout. But let's say Kiko tied up for the year, right? Why not fight Mauricio Lara, bro? The dude who sparked this is Kid Galahad rematch with Kiko Martinez, I think it is. Why not fight Kid Galahad? Not Kid Galahad, but Mauricio Lara and come back and fight Leo Santa Cruz at the end of the year. Or Lee Woods, and then, Leo Santa Cruz. So that's what it should be, bro. You know what I'm saying? When you down with these lower weight classes, you can't afford to duck. Straight up and down. You can't afford to duck, man. So that's just my thing. He should get in there with Mauricio Lara or Lee Woods and then Leo Santa Cruz, and that's just what it should be. But speaking of Leo Santa Cruz, okay. But do I think he'll fight 2 times, 3 times this year? I don't believe him. Gotta see it. Saying it for the me. So he said, Leo Santa Cruz, I'm willing to fight Gary Russell. Maybe he wants to get paid too much. So there you go. Leo Santa Cruz saying he wants to get paid too much. There you go. I think maybe it's the money Santa Cruz or Boxy. I don't know if maybe Gary Russell wants to get paid too much or something. But in my side, I think on my side, I don't care. I fight him no matter what. But once I tell Al Heyman to make the fight, I don't know. It doesn't get made. I think maybe, like I said, maybe money-wise, he wants to get paid too much or something. And that's exactly what it is. So he said he asked for the fight. He said he asked for the fight, bro. And Gary Russell pricing himself out. Classic PBC tactic. He said, I always wanted to fight him ever since we fought in the amateur center. Cruz said in reference to the amateur match he lost. That was a good fight, and I feel I could beat him in the pros. Now that's where, now we're in the same weight class. I'm willing to fight him. It's just that the opportunity has been there. The fight hasn't got made. But if it was up to me, like I said, I would fight him. And I don't think he lying either at this point because he already fought Tank, so it ain't like he protecting his O or whatever. He already got stretched. He said, stop at. So, it says Russell chastised Cruz, potential others, potential opponents for failing to fight him during the press conference. I believe what Leo's saying, bro. I do. But he says, this is what Gary said at the press conference. He said, stop acting like a sucker getting the ring, point blank, period. Russell said, quote, we're gladiators, we're fighters. Conduct yourself as such and be a fighter. Don't pick and choose who you're going to fight against. Let's fight. Just like Mark said, he said he's going to show me what the Filipinos brings and what they mean. That's honorable. That's very honorable, And for you to want to support not just yourself, but your people as a whole, that's what you're supposed to do. He continued, quote, he said, I wish Leo Santa Cruz would be willing to do something like that. I'm pretty sure the Hispanic community will want Leo Santa Cruz to get in the ring and compete and fight. I mean, they probably don't even care if he loses. They just want to see him fight, show a sense of honor, show a sense of integrity. But like I said before, man, and Santa Cruz is coming back versus Phoenix Carlabala on a Keith Thurman Barrios undercard. So, I mean, I don't know, man. Because it's interesting. Because, if what Leo Santa Cruz is saying and what is being said while Gary ain't fighting is because he ain't want too much money. It's lining up, bro. It really is. And that's why he on the shelf. So, so that's in my opinion, bro. So maybe he is pricing himself out. Maybe Leo is telling the truth. Because Leo never really came out ever and said he wanted to fight or make the fight. So, but we do know for a fact that Al Heyman, when Oscar De La Hoya, when they split, Oscar, they split the fighters down. Oscar got a couple fighters from PBC or Al Heyman before it turned to PBC, and Al Heyman tried to turn around and make the Rigondeaux. Oscar tried to make the Rigondeaux fight. Al Heyman came back and bought Leo's contract from Oscar De La Hoya, so he wouldn't have to fight Grimo Rigondeaux. So you gotta go back and see how many fights Al Heyman actually stopped. So he might be the case. He might be lying. But who knows? But you got to remember, too, he stopped Donna Stevenson and Kovalev fighting on HBO. A fight that everybody wanted to see at the time. So, you know what? I'm going to keep believing Gary Russell in this situation. Maybe he is asking for too much money, or maybe he ain't, But now when it comes to the brothers, the PBC, excuse me, now they ask for too much money. They don't want to pay a black fighter. So, like I said before, stay on your pivot, man. This is how they do it, man. They always tell us that, we ain't worth this, we ain't worth that. All right. But this first time, like Leo saying, like he really want that fight. So maybe he bullshitting, maybe he not. But hey, let me know what you got, girls and guys think. Shout out to Boxing News playlist. Gary Russell fight tomorrow. I think it said the card start at like 9 p.m. They where are they at? Where they fighting at? I don't even know where they fighting at, bro. I don't know, man. Why I think they fighting in Vegas? In my mind, they fighting in Vegas, but I don't think they fighting in Vegas. Just never really thought about where they was fighting at. Atlantic City, okay, yeah, they fighting in Atlantic City at the Borgata Hotel, all right? So they fighting in Atlantic City, so there you go. But yeah, let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, that subscribe button, the bell icon button, hit all notifications, increase your chance of notification, go live, drop a video. Want to financially support the channel, Cash App, $, CJ Good 313, Venmo, CJ Good 313, PayPal link description, best way to donate. Thumbs up the video, comment, share the video, subscribe to the channel, subscribe button, the bell icon button, hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. Check out my Detroit channel right here on YouTube, Motor City Sports Talk, more videos, or you want to continue to support my platform and videos. Peace.